My name is Allie St. Laurent, and I went to go see the play Almost Maine on Thursday, opening night. Um, I really liked the play. The director, William Johnson, I think his name was William Johnson. I liked that it was in a really small stage and that there were only 10 characters because you could relate to them. There wasn't like a whole lot of people that I needed to be introduced to in the play, and each of them played two different characters, which I thought was really cool. That was my favorite part because you could see them acting, like switching their roles and switching their dialect in a bunch of different ways, and I thought that was really interesting. The actors had a really good energy about them, and it's hard to do like a romantic comedy, kind of. It's harder than it would seem. I did acting when I was like in fifth grade, and it's hard to get like the serious, touching things and also throw like a dash of humor. It reminded me a lot of how Shakespeare does that with his plays, how we were talking about that in class the other day. As far as identity goes, I feel like this play was a really good example about how like love can either make you feel like you found yourself or make you totally feel like you lost yourself. Like in the first scene when Glory was running around like ranting about the northern lights and her husband who had passed away, like she sounded like a crazy person, and just love can do that to you. And I've seen that happen with so many like of my friends, and I just think it's such a crazy thing that someone could feel like they could lose themselves, like lose their identity because of love. Let's see. Um, I didn't like how I actually wrote down this one phrase that I didn't like. The writer, no offense, but it just made me feel like people can be really weak, and you just fall when you fall in love, like you lose yourself pretty much. Only warmth to be found is to be found in connection with another human being. Um, I didn't like that it made me feel like love can be something to give or take away identity because I'm just a very independent person. So this play kind of touched me in a weird way, feeling like I just saw the characters kind of were acting really weak. Um, and how Marilyn is like abused with her husband and allows it is just kind of disappointing me. But the fact that she takes a chance and kisses that one guy, like it just also shows that can be a totally different person with love because it makes you spontaneous and it makes you do things that you wouldn't always do. Um, Things that I liked about the play is that it touched every kind of person. Like everybody in the crowd was just laughing at one point, or you could tell that they had gone through a situation because I was looking around and seeing like they brought up issues with abuse, issues with people not communicating, couples not communicating well with each other, coming out, turning your preference, like the two girls who went on the bad dates and then fell in love after, and like I just thought that was really cool. It also touched fear of rejection and death of a significant other, which is just something that these all those issues are things that people relationships are dealing with, especially like modern days today. And you could tell a bunch of kids are going through the same type of issues. So I really did like the play, and I thought it was relatable, and I would give it a 8 out of 10.